The next oil, the most valuable resource of the 21st century, the fastest growing industry that no one would have ever imagined. The trillion-dollar question on everyone's mind, where is the next big oil boom coming from? It has an answer you know better than you think. Well, it actually comes from your computer, your personal data. The deposit of information is primed to become the new industrial revolution. An industry that is already having a profound impact on our everyday lives. It's called big data. Your personal data is the crystal ball of the 21st century and is hugely valuable, although it is constantly changing. The massive processing and storage of personal data is used in all sectors, including commerce, dating, health, insurance, banking, education, sports, politics. No industry is safe, as the objective is to accurately track our consumer behavior and to know even our smallest desires. What is the point of all this? To anticipate the future and accurately predict and influence your next purchase. The reality is, each time you click, you are being watched. Records of data are collected on who we are, who we know, what we buy, where we are, where we have been, and where we plan to go, and more. We all maintain our lives through online shopping. Once, I wanted a pair of shoes on a commercial site, and in the days following, a promotional offer for the same type of shoes appeared in my mail. All sites are monitoring your movements with hidden files called cookies. Even better, thanks to these cookies, sites that I've never even visited get to watch me from a distance. And they aren't subtle. Specialized software allows me to see this in real time. For instance, when I log onto the information site, I can see that other sites are watching me. Even though I had just logged on, I was able to recognize 9 different cyber trackers spying my navigation. After an hour, I had visited 17 sites, but 272 others had spied on me legally. Their goal? To know my tastes and habits, to try to anticipate my desires. We call this predictive analysis, a goldmine for the giants of the consumption industry. Spying on consumers provides for an ever more targeted brand of advertising, efficiently creating more and more ways to find out what your customers think. Nothing like Facebook, Google+, Twitter, or web pages created by brands. By simply clicking, one agrees to share information. On networks, opinions circulate and companies monitor consumption. According to some reputable web journalists in Silicon Valley, most internet users are still naive to the power of the giants of the net. You can summarize it in one sentence. If you use a net of free service, then it is you who are the product. These giants of the net use your data to send you advertisements. Just take a look at Google and Facebook. Today, all operators are in search of such private information. And this private information amounts to much more than its weight in gold. Because once filed for free on the internet, your data is up for sale. And by the way, who sells my data without asking my permission? The big sites like Twitter, Facebook, Google, as well as many lesser-known companies. They are known as data brokers. Though it is a relatively new business, there are already over 100 different companies operating in the United States alone. Every event in your life has a price. Your age, address, gender. The base price, 0.07 of a cent. And premiums rise fast. You are thinking of getting married? It's rising. You're expecting a baby? It is still growing. You have a heart condition. You plan to do sports to lose weight? It rises again. You change cars. You change your hair color. Your views on politics? It rises again. Your children change schools or enroll in classes at the university. It continues to rise. You want to buy a microwave, a camera, go on a trip. It goes up again and again. It is essentially a digital consumer product in constant evolution. Incredible! No wonder this is the new black gold of the planet. Each sum is small, but when multiplied by millions of users, the amount becomes astronomical. The truly fascinating part is that the value of this data is constantly changing, just as our lives are constantly changing. And it also comes with a huge advantage on its predecessor. This product is digital, meaning it travels at the speed of light from one end of the planet to the other one, literally in milliseconds. The Data-Driven Marketing Institute and the Boston Consulting Group have found the data market to be worth upwards of $315 billion in Europe alone. This figure is set to be multiplied by 3 in 2020. Here we are already talking of a figure of around $1 trillion US. Quite the colossal sum, and you won't see one penny of it.